So I'm gonna be I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I have not seen the trailer for Diablo 4. I haven't seen the gameplay or anything like that. So we're just gonna have a look. I'm quite curious to see what they're bringing to the table after we've seen what the guys from the GGG are doing. So hopefully it's gonna be at least equal to that. So let's fire this up.
Those who touch the stone meet the same fate.
No!
Doesn't he look like a Mephisto? From Diablo 2? Like very similar.
I just need more time.
Time. Nothing in those scrolls will save you, Neyrel. But I can.
I want nothing from you.
You've seen what awaits. You are a part of me. But I can make better use of you.
I have seen what awaits. I will stop you!
I am untouchable.
You think you have power here?
I could do this for an eternity, Neyrel. I don't see that you have a choice, but I'd like you to say yes.
You're right. I am a part of you. I was trapped in your mind. You dream. And when you do, an ocean of twisted horrors floods your mind.
Who is the fella?
saw
I
the
can't
sun
remember.
Blotted from the sky.
Is he from previous ones?
And the
I
darker
can't.
it got, the brighter the rage of man burned. Hatred would reign. I was lost. But in that chaos, I found your greatest fear. And I will tell everyone.
Oh, child. What could I possibly fear?
And the weak were made strong. The pack of lambs would feast on their shepherd.
The prophecy? Oh, be careful, little one.
Then comes a spear of light, piercing hatred's heart.
No.
Raised to the ground by a murdered son.
Stop.
And a daughter.
Stop! I command you! You could have been so much more.
Oh fuck. She stabbed him.
Oh, what have you done?
Don't tell me that she has called. So it was her who summoned the demon. He looks like a Mephisto. I might be wrong, fuck it.
It will not matter. For I am
The light and the way.
Diablo had always good cinematics. Any gameplay, Warlock class gameplay overview. Let's have a look.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us for the official Warlock Deep Dive. We're excited to get into the details, including some backstory, their visual and archetype design, and mechanics. Let's jump in.
Hey everyone, I'm JP Reimiller, Associate Art Director for Diablo 4, and I'm really excited to be here sharing more about the Warlock, its story, and the visual design that brings it to life. When we started talking about the Warlock, the very first thing we aligned on was that this character stands fully unleashed at the height of their strength. Warlock is not a clean hero, not someone who's throwing fireballs from a safe distance and walking away spotless, but rather a dark caster who's made a very conscious decision to use demons as tools. The Warlock emerges from the shadows as a practitioner of forbidden arts, shaped by the dark legacy of the Vizrai, haunted by demons, burdened with infernal insight, and feared by pretty much everyone. They have a presence about them that takes over the room. They've been through so much and have so much power that you both want to run with them and are scared of them. They've come from a really corrupt history. They've seen hell up close. And because of that, the way they summon demons isn't elegant or ceremonial. It's violent. You're ripping something out of hell against its will and forcing it into sanctuary. You don't always know what you might get, and that struggle between this dark evil and the hero you are is core to the fantasy. What I love about the Warlock is that they sit right on that line between hero and something a little more dangerous. They're trying to save sanctuary, but they're willing to do things that no one else will. There's no regret about collateral damage. It's very much, I don't have a choice. This has to be done. And we wanted that to come through not just in the spells, but in how they move, how they stand, how they occupy space. They can take a hit and hit back in ways we've never done before in the Diablo game. That's really the heart of the class. You're asserting dominance over hell itself.
Is it only
And
the new
everything
class
about
that is going to be there?
Narratively, visually, and
I think there's going to be one more.
reinforces that idea. When we were figuring out the visual direction for the Warlock, we knew pretty early on we didn't want them to feel like a traditional fantasy caster. No flowing robes, no pristine silhouettes, no fancy elegance. The touchstones we kept coming back to were rebellion and metal. That feeling of someone who's been through hell, literally, and came back changed by it. Visually, we wanted the Warlock to feel intimidating. To be honest, a lot of that inspiration comes from metal music culture.
As much as I like,
It's loud and
let's go a little bit over here. As much as I like the design, I'm not really 90% of the design of the Warlock. I'm not really sure about that helmet with that one kind of a stone thing. I don't know. But the overall design looks fucking awesome.
To be honest, a lot of that inspiration comes from metal music culture. It's loud and aggressive, and that idea translated really naturally into how the Warlock moves, how they cast, how they carry themselves. This is someone who's walked the edge for a long time. Like if someone microdosed soul shards until they found the right amount. So we leaned into the color vibe of working in a machine shop and having the oil and dirt on you. There's grit in the materials, texture in the surfaces, and weight in the way everything hangs off the body. Nothing feels ornamental for ornament's sake. They're not trying to look heroic. They look the way they do because that's what surviving hell does to you. Everything visually is there to support that story. Layered atop this is a visual design where strong demonic colors of VFX intertwine with physical motion that sets the stage for their lore as a caster who bends demons and infernal forces to their will, giving the class an otherworldly presence. There's a unique aspect to how we crafted this hero. Character art was a huge part of this class from the beginning. With so many assets needed to be created for the demons, we had to work closely as a feature team to pair all the visual elements of VFX, animation, and character art to help make the demons feel a part of the class in a way that succinctly flowed through the Warlock's visual design. With a balanced approach to animation and VFX, the demonology, shadow, and fire bring that raw, unfiltered power to life in the Warlock. Every moment is deliberate, heavy, and echoes the physical toll of wielding Hell's energy. When you cast, you're forcing something into existence, and the visuals match that intensity. Our effects team went all in to make Warlock feel unique, with a strong identity rooted in danger. Summoning demons is an eruption of hell-forged energy, fire, and twisted light. We wanted the VFX to accentuate the animation with a focus on feel and movement. That's why when you see the skills, they are crafted with aggressive shapes and relentless motion. Whether it's tearing open a portal or binding a demon, you always get a sense of chaos barely held in check, and the battlefield transforms with every cast.
Warlock is a willpower-based class, focused on dominating the battlefield. They use two different resources, Wrath to bring chaotic destruction, and Dominance to summon powerful demons. To define the Warlock as a class, we focus on what it will empower players to do and how they will interact with the world. First, you create. You're constantly bringing things into the world. Demons, demon parts, manifestations of hell. For example, you might command Fallen to path through the environment. Or you might block off areas with Wall of Agony, actively shaping the battlefield with your summoned creation.
I'm wondering how many
Then
different
control.
type of
A lot
spells,
of your power
things you're gonna
decide
have.
where those demons go,
Like how many
how long they
different
stay
types
alive,
of
what state
demons,
they're in.
etc.
controlling
you're gonna be
battlefield
able
by
to
positioning
bring to the
and
life.
demons while locking down enemies. This is where Warlock is really able to flex its willpower and feel a sense
Because they will have to
deliberate
repeat
domination.
themselves. It's not this.
You
It's
could
not like
order the
there is a
Torch
infinite
Wretch, taunt foes
supply
into
of different
or
monsters that he's gonna
direct
be able to
Profane
go.
Sentinel to blast your chosen target. Every action is an announcement of your authority over the chaos you've summoned. And finally, you combo. Almost nothing exists in isolation. You're encouraged to chain interactions, summon something, modify it, consume it, detonate it, or use it to empower the next action. The system rewards you for thinking a step ahead. Kill both enemies and demons swiftly with bombardment, fueling Sigil of Summons to unleash the next wave of demons. What's important is that these layers feed into each other. Creating gives you options. Control lets you shape those options, and comboing turns them into a payoff. So the Warlock isn't just executing a single fixed rotation. It's about building a small ecosystem in combat, and then deciding how aggressively or how cleverly you want to collapse it. The core idea behind Soul Shards is really about transformation, saying, I'm not just summoning demons anymore, I'm actually incorporating hell into myself. With the Soul Shard system, you fuse a demon straight into your body. Picking a Soul Shard is the rulebook for everything you do in-game, shaping your powers and how you play from the ground up. You choose from four primary shards.
Four of them.
Each shard represents a fundamentally different playstyle direction, mutating your character by stealing powers from Hell and your bound demon. Each primary shard does two major things. First, it grants a transformative playstyle passive that alters your core gameplay loop. How you summon demons, how you control them, and how you chain effects together. Second, it binds a specific demon pet to you, directly tied to the shard's identity. Within each primary shard, you then select one of 3 fragment sub-options. Fragments act as specialization layers. They don't change what the shard is, but they absolutely change how it behaves, what you prioritize, what resources you lean on, and how your abilities interact. The result is that the shards open up new and unique transformative options.
So you
for
will
how
be able to mix
interact with
them.
The world and your demons. When you see a Warlock in action,
Which can be quite
tell what it
interesting.
shows. Not because of a tooltip, but because of how their gameplay unfolds. One of the big pillars of the Warlock is that although you're a summoner of Hell, these entities are not behaving like conventional pets. Most summons are temporary. Warlocks brutally discard them once they have served their purpose. But with a Soul Shard, you choose to persistently bind one of 4 powerful demons to supercharge your playstyle. With Legion, the focus is on biological demon generation. This demon specializes in spawning physical demonic bodies into the world.
I play
Mechanically,
Barbarian
it gives you more
in
entities
Diablo
to
4.
control, reposition, and change
Absolutely
together,
fucking enjoy it.
which supports
I don't think
builds
I
that
would
scale through
enjoy...
volume
I'm not saying that
and
this
chaotic
doesn't look
pressure.
good,
Here
but
you
I don't
have the
think...
demon
It's not my
Agram, who
playstyle.
embodies this chaotic approach. Using its spit command, Agram can unleash corrosive projectiles across the battlefield that burst into smaller demons on impact. As you command Agram and other lesser demons, their deaths fuel your power to summon greater demons. Every spawned lesser demon serves as a resource, amplifying your summoning potential and enabling more dramatic, high-impact plays. The system encourages you to continuously generate, sacrifice, and leverage these demonic minions, creating a feedback loop where the chaos you unleash becomes the fuel for even more formidable monsters to join your legion. Vanguard shifts the system towards mobility and
That's
frontline
fucking cool.
presence. The fiery steam
And you can
of
ride the
Rogan
bastard.
functions as an aggressive, speedy means of closing gaps. It's designed for players who want to push forward, create openings, and apply pressure through motion. With Abodian's charge, the Warlock surges across the battlefield in a blaze of hellfire, pulling foes along and instantly repositioning for the next attack. Mastermind moves things in a more control-oriented direction. The devouring shadow demon Lalish undermines your enemies and attacks on your command. It favors players who enjoy planning ahead and creating layered outcomes. Executing Lalish's Terror Realm consumes foes while cloaking the Warlock in Shadow Flow, allowing you to remain hidden while issuing direct commands to your abyssal demons. This devastating maneuver lets you orchestrate surprise assaults, manipulating enemy placement and inflicting terror. The synergy between Shadow Form and Abyss Demon control turns the battlefield into your personal chessboard. Ritualist is deliberately different. This demon exists primarily as a sacrificial resource. You're siphoning power from it to generate bursts of strength, trading an offensive pet for spikes in your damage and efficiency. When you channel the might of Valak, you're tapping into a wellspring of forbidden magic. By draining Valak's essence, you can unleash empowered spell combos, like trapping enemies in shadowy confinement with Dark Prison before detonating the battlefield with Hell Fractures. Valak's unique bond supercharges your occult, Hellfire, and Abyss abilities, making every cast more devastating and allowing your Warlock to bend the materials of Hell to their will in moments of explosive power. Hopefully you can see how picking your bound demon is more than just window dressing. It's the linchpin that turns every fight into your personal stage.
What sets
Okay.
the Warlock apart
How's the
is
skill
sheer
tree will take
freedom
for
you
him?
have to define your power. There are countless ways to customize your skills, and every level unlocks new options that let you reshape your build on the fly. Many of the Warlock's most iconic abilities don't just have
Show
a
me the
single
tree.
expression. They can be radically reshaped through variants that change how the power manifests in combat. Each variant pushes the ability in a distinct direction.
They're not going to show the
letting
tree.
you lean into overwhelming chaos, precise command, or personal dominance. Whether you're amplifying demonic force, directing it with intent, or consuming it to become the weapon yourself, these variants ensure that every major summon reflects your chosen playstyle and reinforces how you want your Warlock to engage in the battlefield. Let's dive right into the Warlock skill variants. Rampage. You unleash a rampaging demon brute onto the battlefield, a living engine of chaos that smashes through anything unlucky enough to stand in its way. Abyssal Titan. The demon brute becomes an Abyssal Titan, larger and imbued with the shadows of hell. You may directly order this brute to perform devastating leap attacks. Demonic Smash. You consume the brute's power, gaining demon form and allowing you yourself to jump into the battlefield. Sigil of Summons. Perform occult rituals to summon additional demons. Customize how you perform this ritual and what comes out. Summon Succubus. Summon 2 greater succubi that inflict terrible, terrible shadow damage. Summon Hellworm. summon a hellworm that mimics your own demon summoning even more demons. Fiend of Abaddon. You summon a towering demon juggernaut, wielding a massive hell-forged greatsword that cleaves through the battlefield in unstoppable arcs of destruction. Abyssal Colossus. You may now order the Fiend to perform an enormous two-fisted smash that pulls in enemies. Vanguard of Flames. This Fiend is now bound directly to you, moving with you and allowing you to charge into battle with it. This is especially cool with the Rampage Demonic Smash variant, since you can leap yourself with this Fiend attached to you. We're so excited for all of you to shape your Warlock playstyle with your own devastating abilities and unique variants. The options are as dynamic as they are powerful. Dive deep and discover the combinations that unleash your true potential. That wraps up our Warlock deep dive for now. Thank you to our incredible community for your
It looks good.
ongoing
I'm not
passion.
going to say that doesn't. Gameplay. Is there... Let's
And
have a...
enthusiasm.
I want to see how many... Because that game came up a couple of weeks ago. I haven't even noticed that. Just want to see how many people are playing that. Diablo 4. Lord of the Hatred. There we go. What? No, it's not been. So you can't find this out because it's on the it's Blizzard Battle.net. Oh, it's a shame that we're not gonna have this. But how much is it gonna cost? Diablo 4. Not this one. Diablo 4. For Lord of the Hatred. $35.99. This is what it's cost. I'm not sure. I don't know. It looks quite good. I must say, the Warlock looks really good. Well, the trailer was playing. I checked on the phone. Is there going to be another class of the heroes? And actually, there is going to be Paladin. So I just want to have a look. Paladin gameplay. Paladin trailer. Okay, let's have a look. Paladin trailer. Oh shit. Fuck you now. Didn't we have Paladin in the Diablo 2? Okay, is there a gameplay?
Pre-purchase now and instantly
I
unlock
want to see the gameplay. Just a minute. Not this one. Why missed it? Gameplay walkthrough 6 hours. No. Build Frost. There are builds already. Okay, I just want to have a quick look.
In this video, we'll be diving into the best Paladin builds you can play in Diablo 4 Season 11. Our experts have been grinding and blasting non-stop since the new class launched, and it's safe to say they have now figured
He's
out
running
what's
like
shining
crazy.
the brightest. So let's take a closer look at the strongest ways you can play the Paladin to feel like you are truly ascending to the heavens. Now first, let's talk about why and how the Paladin is so strong, and it comes down to a few different major reasons. But starting with the simple stuff, it's just super fast to level with and doesn't really require too many specific units to get blasting. But there are a few factors that just make them so strong. one of them being the Disciple Oath, which is without doubt one of the biggest reasons why the Paladin is shaping up to be one of the best classes to play this season. This allows you to ascend into the Arbiter form, and this is why the Oath is widely regarded as the strongest one so far and most efficient overall. And you can play around any sort of combination alongside.
He's just running like a monkey.
You can play around Blessed Hammer, Divine Lance, or just the AFK Autopilot Easy
Shit
mode
me.
with Wing Strikes.
Fuck
But
me,
we'll
how
get
much
into those
damage he's
different
doing.
variations shortly. The Arbiter form gives you the perfect framework that you can play to fit in multiple different archetypes or playstyles based on what you enjoy the most. Another reason why the Paladin is just so good right now is the legendary Paragon node called Castle, which you're going to see in pretty much every single Paladin build so far, as it gives you an uncapped damage modifier based on your armor. Now, before diving into those builds, let's also quickly talk about stack management. If you drop Arbiter form, you lose all of your stacks from Aspect of Ascension and Aspect of Celestial Strife. You need to use Falling Star a total of 10 times to get the Ascension aspect fully stacked. The other aspect, Celestial Strife, gives up to 50...
Okay. Guys, we need to be real for a second. Diablo 4 dropped Lord of the Hatreds a couple of weeks ago. And yeah, it's polished, it's pretty, and the Warlock looks cool. The Paladin is not bad. But you know what Blizzard did? They charged only full price to fix the problem that shouldn't have been in the base game. I also heard that there will be a Horadric cube, something fans begged for since Diablo 2. Blizzard is selling you basically back your own nostalgia. Now look what the GGG just announced. Return of the Ancient. Some say it will be $30 US, some say it will be for free. Regardless, it will have 5 endgame storyline, 15 new bosses, 30 new areas, and a completely rebuilt atlas with over 300 nodes. You will have an entirely new crafting system built around the risk, where the runes that make your items stronger also empower the monsters that are trying to kill you. And this, my friend, is what you call a game design. That's a fucking tension, brother. That's a game that respects your intelligence. And here's the thing. PoE 2 is still in the early access. This isn't finished product, so we can call it an appetizer. The full 1.0 release is coming later this year, with Acts 5 and 6 still to be added, I believe. Grinding gear isn't drip feeding your content patch by patch and calling it an expansion. They're actually building something. Every update has been like a foundation brick, and the Return of the Ancient is a keystone. I think Diablo 4 wants your money. Path of Exile 2 wants your soul. And honestly, given what they delivering, I'm happy to give it to. And for anyone too long didn't read, let me tell you this. Path of Exile 2 gives more content for free with deeper system, higher stakes, and a development team that genuinely listen to players. Lord of the Hatred looks like a good expansion. No doubt about that. But Return of the Ancient, it's a fucking statement. I will see you on the next one.